Welcome to Canines for America. My name is Ryan, and this is Crook. And today, we're gonna teach your dog how to jump. Let's get started. All right, you're just gonna run, and then you're gonna jump, and then you're just gonna dunk the basketball. That's all you're gonna do. Got it? Okay, let's go. Welcome back. So now we're gonna get into another advanced command that we know our basic obedience. By knowing the basic obedience and that basic language where we're now able to communicate with our young canine, we're now able to get into an advanced skill set. So today we're learning and we're working on the jump command. A lot of great uses of the jump command, but it's going to help us to start to be able to really get into a whole nother chapter of navigating obstacles. Now, we want to be able to bring our dog up into a little bit more excitation. I know we've always used the food method in teaching some low-level skills and keeping that central nervous system calm. Well, today, I don't want to be using the food. And one of the biggest reasons for me not wanting to use food when I teach the jump command is because I'm getting the dog to do a lot of jumping activity, going up and going down. I don't want that food to be in their system, in their belly, to get a potential flip of the belly. So I like to keep the food out of anything that I'm doing athletically, and I'll bring into different toys. Now, I'm a firm believer that every toy has its own value. So a ball might, if we're talking a scale of, 1 to 5, a ball with a certain canine could hold a 3. A pipe toy might hold a 4. A tug might hold a 5. So there's different values in toys. That's something that you're just, organically need to figure out with your canine by playing with multiple toys in different scenarios, in different environments, with different types of stimuli with the canine, to be able to find out how am I able to drive my canine? What toy do I want to use? And when is that toy kind of an appropriate toy to be used in what exercise? So today we're kind of, probably going to use all 3 toys in this exercise and teaching our canine the simple jump command. The cool thing too is every dog has its own biomechanic. So being able to study the biomechanics of your canine, it's always going to be different. So if you've owned multiple canines, just because, let's say Oscar had a certain biomechanic, and now Crook that we'll be using has a different biomechanic from Oscar. And it's a really cool way for you to really start to get in tune with your observation of the organism, to understand how their biomechanics work, because that's going to help us be able to help them navigate the obstacles that we're going to introduce to them. And then it's also a great thing to learn, so we understand if our canine is ever in a compromised situation. Do they have a soft tissue injury as we're getting into the athletic side of dog training? We have to be able to be kind of an astute observer of, do I have a soft tissue injuries and the musculoskeletal injury? What is going on with my canine? So that way I'm able to recognize it quickly and keep them out of a certain training, so I don't further injure my dog, and I know the appropriate steps that I'll be able to take on whether I need to get them into, hydrotherapy to accompany that with their athletic training, photobiomodulation, do I have to apply, how to use, which we'll be able to show you here in some future episodes, how to apply, thermal imaging to be able to capture any potential injury within your canine. So those are some other things that we will be getting into, is the biomechanics of the canine, canine, and then how to be able to navigate and appropriately build our canine so they can be successful in their athletic training, so that they can really be able to absorb all the training and the communication that we are giving them. Because if you have a hurt canine, that's going to lead to a lot of behavioral issues. It's going to lead to apprehensive work in their training and development, and it could just really start to open up a whole can of worms that we need to be very, very cautious of. So today we're going to start the jump command. We have Bella with Miss Crook in the background here. All I have set up for this command is a basic hurdle that we're going to use, and then I'm going to start with gosh, let's go ahead and I will start with a pipe toy. So I'm going to put my other two toys down on the side. I'm going to ask Bella, got to be careful now with the water too. I know Crook was just getting a little bit of a taste of some water. It's the same kind of a concept with the food in the belly. We want to be careful that our dog doesn't drink too much water in the exercise. It's just like anything. If you drink too much water, and then you go out and you start to do something athletic, such as basketball, tennis, whatever it might be, running, right? Anything in that system is going to kind of start to be a performance enable you to not be able to be very productive in your performance. So since Crook does have some pretty good basic obedience, the best way, right, that I always like to again teach is I like to teach my dogs to be to learn in an organic state of mind. I want them to be very natural. I want them to be very relaxed. I don't want to be have that human influence onto my canine by handling them so much with leads. So I'm going to have basically Bella just go ahead and pop Crook off of her lead. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to just do a simple recall with Crook. Crook here. Good. Foos. Bring her in a foos. Seats. Good seats. Great drill to be able to work on her obedience. Crook apport. Good. I got her apport command working. Crook los. Crook foos. Crook seats. Seats. Apport. Good. Los. Foos. Crook. Heel. Foos. 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 Oh, there we go. What did our dog want to do in the very beginning? She wanted to navigate herself around the obstacle. That's what you're going to get. So if I bring Crook, foos, 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 Crook, jump. There we go. So what I had to do quickly with my left hand, I went ahead and I blocked her vision. All right, so that's probably the first thing that you're going to see your dog want to do is your dog is going to want to probably, they see a bar right in front of them. What typically in behavior, unless your dog and you started them off young as puppies doing a lot of athletic training, they don't understand. They see, oh, this is a no-go, right? How many of us set this up in our kitchen, right? Barriers for our dogs. So our dogs are learned and they learn, oh, I'll get in trouble if I try to jump over that, if I try to break my barrier. So the dog is just going to simply go, oh, I'm free to go around. So they'll try to navigate around the obstacle. So another thing to be very cautious of as we teach our dogs, depending what kind of an athletic dog that you do have, the more and more we teach our canine, the higher to jump, you always got to be careful what type of a fence do I then put them in. Because if the excitation is high enough and now you've taught your dog how to jump and you've got a 4-foot fence outside and you put your dog outside and all of a sudden a deer runs by, don't be surprised all of a sudden now your dog knows how to jump out of their space. You taught them how to jump out of that space, right? You taught them how to break out of jail. So, those are other things that we can be cautious of. So again, I'll ask for my tug from Bella. Brooke will come over. I'll put her in a foos. I'll create a little bit more excitation by me running. Foos, 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 foos. Wants to navigate around. Back up. Foos. I have her chain on. Real easy. Sim, sim, sim. Hook, jump. Good girl. Okay, a little bit of human influence. Los. Foos. Foos. No. Foos. Foos. Jump.
No.
No. Wrong. Recall her back. I'm not going to play with her. I'm not going to play with her. I'm not going to reinforce the wrong behavior. No, that's not the command. Los. Foos. Up. No. I'm going to come closer into my obstacle. Seats. I'm going to bring the toy, the sim, nice and close. Crook, jump. Good. There we go. Good girl. Now I'll play with her. Good girl. Good girl. Los. Get a little space. Jump. Good.
Girl.
And I'll repeat this over and over and over and over again. Bring her in a little bit closer. Okay, how many times cognitively does it take me? Usually kind of the mode of thinking is, hey, if I can have my dog do this 17 out of 20 times, roughly, cognitively, I'm starting to communicate and imprint in that brain, those reflex arcs. I'm starting to create the language of the jump command, and this is the action I want you to do. Once I feel comfortable with that, at this level, at this height level, okay, let me go back and start. And I can get farther and farther back. Then, once I start to accomplish my distance at this level, let's see if we can get Crook to do distance now. She's done, what, 3 jumps, Bella?
4.
4 jumps? Okay, let's see if we can go back. Crook, loose. Loose, good. Crook, jump. Ah, good girl. Good girl. Loose. See if we can go farther. Loose. Crook seats. Crook, go, jump. Yay! There we go. We're starting to accomplish it. Awesome. Now, let's see what Crook will do if we raise the bar. Get it? Raise the bar. In her training, let's go ahead and we'll go up to 16 inches. Now, what I've done here is I've created enough space where does my dog want to try to go under or is she going to try to go over? I think we've already explained to Crook that she doesn't need to go around, doesn't need to navigate the obstacle by going to the side. I want you to go forward. What is she going to do? Will she recognize it? Will she stop when she sees the bar? Will she go over? Will she go under? Are we starting to influence our canine and communicate that jump command into her brain? Are we programming the language? It's like a computer, right? The brain is like a computer. I have to program this language into her brain. How do I expect her just to do it? Now, I know Brooke out in her own element, she can run and jump and do all these things naturally, right? All I'm trying to do is get the dog to be able to navigate my canine by giving them verbal communication to get them then to do the action. All right, so she already knows how to jump, and it's a Malinois. Athletically, the DNA in this canine is phenomenal. It's a Belgian Malinois, phenomenal DNA. So I already know that she can do phenomenal things. All I'm trying to do now is just start to unlock her athletic ability. She has the DNA. I'm not teaching her how to jump any higher than what she already was God-givenly born with. So let's see what she does. Thanks, Bella. Back, foos, crook, stemmer, get her attention, apart. Ah, good. Foos, crook, ready, go, jump. Oh, good girl. Great job, Crook. Great job. So at the end of the day, what's that, Bella?
Can I throw one?
Bella wants to throw one. Okay, should we see now? This is another great thing, guys. A dog should always be able to work for multiple trainers, for multiple teachers, okay? A dog shouldn't just be able to perform for just one person, okay? What I like to teach is, hey, if Crook is being handled by Bella, if Crook is being handled by somebody else, Crook understands the language, the trainer, the person that's working with the canine, the organism, understands how to use that language and communicate, and the dog will perform for Bella as well. So I'm going to go ahead and step back as Bella's asked for a request to see if she can operate Miss Crookie Cookie here, and then the floor is yours, Bella.
Okay, Crook, abort.
Okay, so Bella's stimming the dog up, getting her excited, right? Getting those neurons to fly.
Whoosh.
Resetting her.
Ready?
Nice job, Crook. Now Bella can start pairing. Crook brings the toy over to me for some play. Good girl, los. I'll throw the toy to Bella. Bella can reset the dog again. And now Bella, how about you use the jump command in association with the action? So now we're verbally pairing right? The verbal command with the dog in the action, which the dog is seeing visually. The dog is also experiencing it in a biomechanical way. So therefore, from the acoustics of the command of jump with the action from a physical standpoint, we start to put those two together, and now we start to create the language. Go ahead, Bella. Let's see what you got. Let's go ahead. Actually, I'll raise it and we'll finish on this, guys, right? Do we think Crookie Cookie can do the ultimate, the maximum, 26 inches, or does she try to go through? This is going to be interesting. Bella, make sure you give her a little bit of a runway, right? We need a little bit of a runway. Let's see if Crookie Cookie will jump or does she go under? Which one's it going to be? Let's find out.
Abort. Cook, abort. Cook.
Staring at the toy.
Abort.
Well,
Abort.
what are you going to do? There you go. Okay. All right. Here we go, Bella. Let's see what you got. Run your dog. Oh, went over. Okay. Let's see if I can do it. Apart. Good. Los. Seats. Jump. Oh! We caught it by the final. Can I get her to get a little bit more clearance? So let's see if I can get a little bit more clearance, guys. This will be the last one. Foos. Here we go, Crook. Go. Jump. No. Here. Los. Foos. Go. Jump. Yeah! Good girl. Well, there you have it. That's the basic intro to an athletic movement, to being able to create the jump command language with your canine. Please make sure you keep watching as we're going to really start going down the rabbit hole on athletic movement and navigating different and various types of obstacles and various degrees in difficulty with the obstacle. Please make sure that you guys go in our comment section and please let us know, is there anything in particular from a language command that you would like to see us approach and discuss, on video with how to navigate that command and develop that command? Or is there any maybe a concern that you have or something going on with your own canine, an issue that might be popping up that you'd like to see how we would approach that and how we would try to remedy kind of what you're experiencing with your own canine? Other than that, guys, I can't thank you enough.
Thank you guys for watching. Please make sure to like and subscribe, and we'll see you guys next time. Bye.